What's up, big guy?
Steve Domenico here, the ambassador of the fighters. The Room Podcast with Tom Evans, president, regionalfightsports.org. What's up,
Pretty
my
excited,
man?
We got a lot going on. Busy weekend.
All right.
Weekend.
Look, we got hots flying right now. Everything's going on right now.
That was a great introduction.
You like that, huh? We used No Boundaries intro.
Big event coming up.
I just changed up a little music right now for it because I didn't know if it was copyrighted. Didn't want to get sued and shut down 2 minutes into the show.
We don't got time.
So, no, we don't have time for that shit. So, Tom, talk.
Hey, so we introduced No Boundary. They're going to be back at their signature facility, the beautiful Melrose Memorial Hall, this Saturday, January 19th. Guys, go get your tickets. This is huge. I feel like 2019, No Boundary has really stepped up and taken their place as the Muay Thai in New England. They are the premier show. They are phenomenal.
Most consistent show.
And what's unbelievable about it is that they got a big card with no pros, all amateurs. They're giving these amateur fighters an outlet to grow in the Muay Thai realm, and I think every school who offers Muay Thai kickboxing in New England should be excited because this is very, very big.
Excellent. And experienced amateurs and newbies. You know, we're having debuts, and we're having amateurs in there that have won like 3 titles. Around the country, basically.
5
Still amateurs, though.
It's a great card.
And about Muay Thai, some of these fighters can fight, 10 to 15 to 20 fights before they turn pro.
Yeah,
so, and why is that?
Great thing.
Let's tell me that.
Yeah, well, I think in the Muay Thai world, it's getting comfortable in there. It's understanding that there's a lot of different things that can happen in that realm. So I think the more fights as an amateur, the better the fighter will become into their pro years if that's what they want to do. I think it's also Muay Thai is an art, right? So a lot of these guys don't really do it for the money sometimes. A lot of these guys enjoy the art, and they have no ambition to turn pro. So you see a lot of these guys who are very phenomenal amateur Muay Thai fighters, but have
process that they're loving, that they're going through.
Serious Muay Thai technique. So it's really awesome. This show is going to have 17 bouts, Stephen. It's headlined, okay, by a 4-man tournament.
Tom's prepared. He's got notes.
It's phenomenal. 4-man tournament, okay? They're going to be winning the Last Man Standing award, right? And it's just, these 4 fighters on this card, these 4 amateur fighters on the card are, they're phenomenal.
We have 2 of these fighters calling in tonight.
We do. I'm really excited about it.
Both have had MMA careers mostly.
Correct.
Through their thing. I don't know about Neil. Neil has a bunch of Muay Thai fights, correct?
Yeah. So let's talk about those 4 fighters in that 4-man tournament.
Excellent. So the second tournament of their kind. The first one was a woman's
female,
tournament.
And now they have a male. Yeah. Excellent. So this is going to be in the 140-pound super lightweight division.
I'm going to flash the little screen here of the fighters and stuff like that while Tom's talking.
So again, this is a 4-man tournament. We have Dionysus Doom, who's 11-5 as an amateur, taking on Dylan Juco, who's 12-9-2. So you're talking about guys with some serious fights in the first round of the tournament. Also in the tournament, we have Emmanuel Sanchez, who's 5-1, and we have George Piskauskas, and I'm sorry, George, you got a great Greek name, who is 11-4. So these 4 guys have serious amounts of fights between them and serious amounts of Muay Thai experience. What a great 4 to put on a 4-man tournament.
Excellent.
They're fighting multiple times in one night, Steve. Amazing.
And
to have No Boundary do this, it's phenomenal. Now you also, you're looking at this, and you're looking at the 4 gyms, okay? We got Dionysus, who represents, Dionysus Dog represents Rajasai Muay Thai, right? Phenomenal gym. Dylan represents 5 Points Academy, another great Muay Thai gym. Emmanuel's Valiant Martial Arts, and George is coming all the way from Philadelphia, from Rami Elite's gym, to compete in this tournament. So you got an out-of-towner, and you got 3 New England fighters. It's pretty exciting.
No Boundary. They take them in. They fly them in here. Yep. They get them in.
They've done it.
The last show they took someone from out of the country to fight for Sarah for the title. Was that last show or the show before?
I believe. Yeah, and that's the one that we actually did.
We went live with that. And speaking of that, we will be going live with No Boundary this Saturday night.
But something special is going on Friday, Steve.
Yeah, Friday we have No Boundary weigh-ins that Tom's great idea, brainstorm what we're going to do at No Boundary weigh-ins, we're going to do a No Boundary weigh-in podcast.
Correct.
Because weigh-ins aren't always flowing in a,
Correct.
they're not always in order and stuff.
It's not the UFC all the time.
Exactly. So what Tom and I are going to do, we're going to set up a little table, do just like we are here, and we're going to have basically where they weigh in.
We're going to talk about the fighters.
And we're going to talk about the fighters, and we're going to bother them if, bring them in over, hey, come here, why'd you miss weight? Why you skinny? All that other stuff.
All that good stuff.
Not to shock them. Well, actually, I can't be like that. They're Muay Thai fighters. They're a little more respectful than I am.
They're probably not as cut as much weight as
exactly. So maybe they'll be a little more, comedic with me.
Agreed.
Oh, I just lost a hat, but that's all
right. Patriots hat. That's not a good sign.
No, that's not. It's like almost dropping the flag, isn't it? It is. All right, go ahead, Tom.
So, thank you, Steve. So, them are the four fights. There's also 2 title fights on the card. 2, not 1, 2. So, you got a 4-man tournament, followed by 2 outstanding amateur titles. You got Elvin Johnson, who's Roger Sai's main coach. I don't know if he owns it. Great guy, right? Who's nationally ranked, okay, by almost every large Muay Thai organization. Who's 9-4-1, taking on Flavio Brito, who out of
There's one of those guys that fights all over the country.
So you have 2, well, both guys do. You have 2 amateur fighters in the prime of their career, probably can turn pro very soon or have a outstanding amateur career. A lot of these guys there's also Olympics for Muay Thai. So maybe these guys, these 2 especially, whoever wins this, man, you're looking at Olympic trials. I mean, this is a big thing.
Yeah.
This is a big thing. So to have this on, this is a special treat. This is a great fight, Steve. Both guys, tons.
I've interviewed Flavio in the past.
Tons of experience.
He's actually been my interpreter for a Brazilian Muay Thai fighter. He was sat in as an interpreter for me. It was awesome.
So great title fight. That I believe that's going to be the main event, or maybe the last man standing final will be. Pretty curious to see how they play that one out.
Yeah, well,
and then they also have another title fight. Another title fight deserves just as much attention. You got the young gun Aaron Ortiz representing Team Link
in Worcester. There, that big Muay Thai camp out of there.
He's had wins on Lion Fight. He's a very young, upcoming Muay Thai fighter. Gonna probably maybe an Olympian one day or.
Does it have his age there?
Aaron Ortiz is only 20 years old.
So he's a kid, man.
Young, very young fighter. Very, very good. Very technical. He's fighting in the super middleweight division, 160 pounds. He's fighting Michael Colon, who's 24, out of New Britain, who holds a 6-2 record. So they're not giving him an easy fight here, Steve. You got an 8-4 against a 6-2. Aaron's had some big fights.
We got Neil
ready to
Von Flatten calling in a couple of minutes. Wait, let me tell him 5 minutes.
Great.
We wing it here. So I'm sure he's all right now.
That's why people love us.
All right, let me just text him and let him know.
So
go ahead.
Those are those 2 great title fights. I just want to thank, Mohammed's done a phenomenal job as a matchmaker. I know Crew Bill from Hard Knocks also helped out with this show. Great card all the way around. We're going to talk more about the card as the show goes on, but I just wanted to highlight, 17 fights, 5 female bouts, 2 title fights. Pretty exciting.
Emily Kelly back.
Some pro debuts.
She's fighting who was on the first woman. And is there anyone else? I don't know if anyone else from that previous... from the previous last woman standing,
possibly
is on that card.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, there's some great.
Excellent. Actually, I'd like to congratulate Ross Levine, a new champion for No Boundary, amateur champion. He is turning pro. I do believe next month.
Fights.
Yes, Ross, national.
Karate
champion,
absolutely. Yeah, no, great.
Crazy
fighter.
with the weapons and all that other good stuff. So he's doing good. So
congratulations
to him. We'll be talking to him
that's
about all that good stuff. So,
so I think we're gonna wait. We're gonna get our first call in. Right?
Well, yeah. I told him 5 minutes.
Great.
That was supposed to be. So I'm calling him in. Just say in about 3 more minutes. So
no problem.
We'll talk a little bit about
So let's
what we're doing on Saturday or Friday.
Yeah, I mean, so Friday I'm excited. This is gonna be a new concept, Steve. Not
winging
many
it all the way,
this.
Tom. Winging it.
Absolutely. We want to be innovative this year. We want to do things. So I think a podcast for weigh-in is going to be great. The way we're going to have it set up.
Muhammad said only one woman from the last.
Only one.
Last,
okay,
last
so we got that right.
So that would be Emily Kelly is back. So.
Got it. Awesome. So thank you, Muhammad, for that. So we're going to podcast the weigh-in. We're going to be right there. People are going to be watching these fighters weighing in, then hopefully getting a chance to talk to us a little bit about their cut or what they're excited about for this fight.
We'll have 3 chairs set up. Come sit down.
I think it's going to be a new concept. I think people are going to enjoy it. So tune in. Weigh-ins for No Boundary is going to be Friday at 6 p.m. It's going to be held at the beautiful Hard Knocks in Hyde Park.
Yes. So that's it'll be an intimate little setting, just like this.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Just imagine people kind of miserable weighing in right behind us and us bother them a little bit. So that's how it's going to go.
So it's going to be a good thing.
You're welcome, Muhammad.
Well, yeah, we're in. We told Muhammad we're in. We're excited that they're making us feature. Also on, also don't forget, fans, very important, listen, before we tell you what we're about to do on Saturday for No Boundary, we're going to be the official media partner. We're excited about that. But listen, last chance to grab tickets. Support your fighters, okay? I don't care if there's streams. I don't care if it's on TV. Us here, we want to grow the Muay Thai community. No Boundary has done everything in their power to succeed as the premier Muay Thai organization in New England. People are flying from Philadelphia all over the country to fight for these guys, right? Go buy tickets. We want a sellout crowd. They deserve a sellout crowd. So if you don't have tickets yet, go on the No Boundary website, or even better yet, support your fighters. Go see your fighters in the gyms. Stop begging them for last-minute tickets. You should have already bought them. So if you didn't, shame on you, because I'm a fighter.
Tom's
I hate selling tickets.
Out, man.
I hate selling tickets last minute. Right? Go to the local gyms, the coaches, the fighters. Support them. Guys, No Boundary's got... Melrose Memorial Hall is very beautiful.
It is.
Very
gorgeous.
Beautiful. I love and I love the food setup. It's a way you go outside.
Yes, and you hang out there.
I love it.
You can actually watch the fights from there too.
It's a beautiful little setup No Boundary's got. So let's sell this place out.
Oh my God, Chris Slick is back.
Chris Slick's fight is off.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
oh, Jesus!
yeah.
I just saw his poster. His poster just flashed by me. God damn it!
Off. Great fight. Hopefully
damn it!
His opponent got injured, so we're hoping.
Oh, okay.
So
he's still healthy.
Maybe that fight's on in April, right? No Boundary back in April.
All right.
So.
And we'll be going bigger and better then.
Oh, we'll have more.
Yeah, like the go lives, all that stuff. We're winging it, and we just want to get this out to you as professional as we can.
Yeah, absolutely.
And still keep it the raw.
Oh yeah,
that raw feeling of Muay Thai and just the surroundings.
We're just gonna have a much better equipment and much.
Yeah, we're growing. We're growing.
I'm excited about this.
2019. We're gonna things are happening.
Absolutely.
Come on, we're getting voted good things and
not bad, huh?
Followers are following. More fighters are jumping on board, want interviews and sharing stuff. We're breaking grounds with people that didn't like us in the past that are liking us now.
The scholarship, we've got a couple applicants, so please go online. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. So I'm going to give Neil a call right now. Let me plug him in. Holy shit, I almost... actually, where is it? I'll get it. Oh, there we go. Let me plug Neil in, and I'll give him a call right now, and we'll talk to him about... What'd you say? He's... what's his record? Get him out over there.
Oh, so let's pull out...
I think he's like... What'd you say? Like... 4-2 or something?
So Neil is 4-2.
Whoa, what a memory.
4-2. Sorry. He's fighting in the light heavyweight division, 170 pounds. Great. That division is 168 pounds to 175. But they've obviously agreed on 170, so I'm pretty excited about it.
You can hear me typing, calling
Neil is fighting a 1-1 Robert Oval. Well, let's get Neil on the phone. We'll talk to him.
Yeah, we'll talk to him.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens. Let me get his here. Hey, that's loud.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Neil?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well, man. How's it going with you, bro?
Not bad. I'm currently sitting in a Walmart parking lot because sometime between my last sparring session and now, I lost my mouth guard.
Nice. So, yeah, last minute, huh?
Yeah, always, dude, always.
Hey, Neil, what brand are you going with, man? Let's tell the crowd what mouthpiece you're going with. What selection? That's important, you know?
The cheapest is what I'm doing.
Attaboy. That's awesome.
Are you hoping you're not going to have to use it too much come Saturday night? Or
Yeah, right?
So, my friend... Oh, go ahead, Tom.
So, Neil, quick question. We got you listed here as 4-2. 4 wins, 2 losses. Is that pretty accurate for your amateur Muay Thai record?
That's my MMA record.
That's your MMA record. So this is actually your debut fight for Muay Thai?
Yes, indeed.
And you've had no smokers, no nothing, no Muay Thai fights before?
No Muay Thai fights.
Okay,
really?
Great. So your opponent is Robert Oval. He's from Hard Knocks, and he comes at 1-1. Do you know anything about Robert?
You know, I got to see some of his MMA fights when I looked him up. I couldn't really find much of the Muay Thai, but you know, I think I got a decent idea of his striking from watching his MMA fights and stuff. So
now, Neil, I know in a stand-up fight, this, you know, in all fights, I guess it matters, right? What is your style? Are you orthodox? Are you southpaw? Do you switch it up?
I switch it up a lot, man. I used to be just strictly orthodox. Yep. And then I just realized that there's certain things I like throwing better from one stand, certain things I like throwing better from another. So I move around a lot.
That's great, especially, you know, in Muay Thai as well. You know, switching stances is sometimes encouraged. You're throwing knees, following into elbows and stuff. So that's good to hear. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, so Neil, so you know your opponent. What organizations, what promotions has he fought for his MMA?
Oh man, I can't remember the names of them. I'd have to like go back and watch the videos. But he fought in New York. So.
Oh no shit, probably no way. Yeah. So that's pretty cool, man. That two kind of MMA guys coming in here and doing Muay Thai. So it isn't like he's got way more experience in that Muay Thai ring. This is going to be something really cool for everyone, and you two guys also.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. You know, I've been looking to transition into some Muay Thai just to get an experience for it. You know, I love the art, you know, so I want to be able to indulge myself in that a bit. So it's nice that I found somebody with a similar experience, and I'm not jumping in as 4-2 in MMA against somebody who's like 8-2 in Muay Thai.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's great. You know, Muhammad and Crew Bill, they're great matchmakers. They have a lot of experience in Muay Thai, so they'll definitely have good fights for you, you know? That's great.
Now, Neil, you fought a bunch of, you know, MMA fights last year. I don't know if it was the last card of the year for Cage Titans or the next to the last. Had an MMA fight. Now you're dipping into the Muay Thai. What brings you to this side?
You know, I just think it's just part of my journey right now, you know what I mean? Like, I used this analogy before, you know, I just think it's part of my path right now. I want to journey through the martial arts. I eventually want to coach martial arts, you know, so I think I need to experience a little bit of everything in order to really bring the best that I can be.
That's awesome. So, Neil, quick question for you. Sorry, we'll get everyone call us.
We're busy here. We got fighters calling us right now.
So, Neil, quick question. You know, Muay Thai. Now, have you train at Zen Quest? Where is that located?
That's in the Berkshires. It's about as far west as you can get in Mass without being New York.
Got it. So is there a Muay Thai coach there, or is it more of an MMA kind of eclectic type of gym?
Yeah, so we're an affiliate of Sityatong.
Got it.
You know, so my coaches, you know, learned under Crew Mark, and Crew Mark comes out every now and then for seminars too. So, you know, we have a good Muay Thai program and a good Jiu-Jitsu program because we're under Damian Maya with Jiu-Jitsu. So.
Absolutely. So now, you guys are more Sityatong affiliate. All right, great. So that answers our question. That's awesome. So now, you know, you got Crew Mark, like you said, is an icon in Muay Thai, right? He's been the guy for a very long time. So you've had the pleasure of training with Crew Mark over the time, maybe through seminars or whatever?
Yeah, he comes out for seminars every now and then. You know, my coaches, Mark and Connie, go out to Sityatong and get private training with him all the time and all that stuff. So every now and then they'll bring me and, like, Matt when we have fights coming up out there to train with them. Like, I just did my last sparring session in my camp at Sityatong last Saturday. So.
Nice.
Bunch of killers down there.
I was there a couple of weeks ago, Neil. I was interviewing, you know, a couple of people for this event. Emily Kelly. Yeah, and, you know, what was it? A Grande kid there. Yeah, a bunch of them. A bunch of not Noboundary, Sityatong fighters are going to be on this card, huh?
Yeah, I think 6 or 7 total.
Yeah, excellent. Total.
Excellent.
Like
That's awesome.
So great. So Mark will be there, Chip, all the regulars at Sityatong. Hey, Neil, I got a funny, not a funny question, but it'll be funny once I play the video. Dude, I got a bunch of footage of you getting, you know, getting some blows to your midsection. What's up with that? Is that something that you enjoy? Was that what's going on that? Tell us a little story about this.
Conor McGregor-esque.
Oh, you're talking about with that big, like, battering ram looking thing?
We're playing that with Matt Benia right now. He's hitting you in the stomach. Then I get a bunch of your, I guess, either some of the people that you train at your camp hitting you in the belly. What's going on with all that?
That's birthday body shots, man.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we do a different kind of body shot over there, man. When it's our birthday, and you show up on a training night that's your birthday, everybody gets to give you a little love.
Oh, dude, man, I was like checking footage of you on like Instagram, trying to get like fight footage and stuff like that. And I like came across all these videos of you getting like smashing your belly, and I was just like cracking up. Like I said, I gotta get this, and you know, I got you doing a little strength and conditioning, and at the end where Tom, you know, kind of pointed to was Crew Mock there. He's awarding you at maybe a seminar or one time, I think back in 2016 or something.
Yeah, I got my white monk call.
Excellent, man. Yeah, right on point right there. So that's awesome, man, to be under that camp. And also, you know, Team Quest with you know, Matt and a bunch of killers there, you know, on the MMA side. Dude, you're covering it all around. And Damian Maya's gym.
Yeah, I was really kind of blessed to find that gym. You know, it was the first gym I ever walked into to start martial arts, and I can't imagine walking into any other one. So
nice. That's great. So Neil, tell me something. You know, are you looking? How's the weight cut for this fight? Have you
170 pounds.
170 pounds the fight weight? What do you usually walk around at?
I'm kind of small for 70 in terms of, like, you know, I'm not one of those guys who cuts 30 pounds or something crazy. You know, I usually walk around between 80 and 85 if I'm really, like, deep in camp and training. Because I gain weight when I train. Like, if I'm training really hard, I'll shoot up a couple pounds in weight, you know.
Now, Neil,
so I float around.
God, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, so I float around, like, 80, maybe 85 at, like, the worst. But by the time I'm towards the point where I'm actually cutting, I'm, like, maybe 78. So my cuts are usually... I rarely even have to do salt baths. Like, I can kind of just sweat it out and walk on.
That's awesome.
Excellent, man.
So, hey, we got to ask this question. Your fight, are the elbows allowed? Are they going with the elbow rule set?
Okay, so this really bothered me because my coach was telling me, you know, Sensei Mark was like, we're going to wear big gloves, you're going to wear shin guards, and you're going to wear elbow pads. So in my head, I'm like, oh, I get to use elbow pads, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, but you can't use elbows because you're amateur. And I'm like, well, why do I have to wear the pads?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's why I brought it up. Yeah.
And why is that?
That's
In
a
clinch
state
or something like
no,
what can happen?
That's
like
a state of Massachusetts sanctioning thing they did to get Muay Thai.
And they're always fixing them. And they're
Yeah,
not
so
allowed to use them.
in amateurs, elbows are so in some commissions or in some states or in some rule sets, elbows are allowed in amateurs.
Wait a minute, wait. Muhammad's saying no pads.
Oh, no pads. Muhammad's saying no pads. So I think Neil will be happy now.
Okay, so no pads, but I still can't do elbows, right?
Yeah,
no
I thought you
elbows,
could do
yeah,
elbows,
okay.
but no
That's
pads.
fine, because honestly, like, those elbow pads itch and shit, man. They're annoying.
That's awesome. Well, we don't want you itching in there, Neil. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be bad news.
All right, man. Who's coming along with you? Is Matt? Yeah, I did too. I talked to Matt when he was on my podcast. Is he gonna be in your corner?
I don't think he can be in the corner. I think there's only 2 in the corner. I'm not sure. So I think that's just going to be Mark and Connie as always. But Matt's going to hopefully be backstage with me at some point because we have a bunch of Satan people going. So I think he's going to kind of hop on as well. So he's one of my, you know, he's my closest training partner just because we have such a similar experience level and we know each other so well. He's always good to have backstage to help warm me up and get me in the mindset, you know.
Not with this phone.
Great. That's awesome. Hey, what's your favorite Muay Thai technique? Without giving anything away.
Muay Thai technique? Ooh.
Got to be taking body shots.
Yeah. Yeah, I like knees, man. You know, knees are really cool. I have a TKO with a 35-second TKO in MMA with my knees. I think it was like my 4th fight.
Yep. And
I just really dig it. I find that I can generate a lot of power with them. You know.
And you're a tall guy too, right?
6 foot, right? Yeah. Listed at 6 foot. Yep.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm about 6 feet.
All right.
So.
Yeah. No, it's great. Your opponent's 5'11", so that's gonna be a good.
Oh yeah, so we probably have a similar reach and all that.
Yeah, you guys are very
excellent,
similar.
man.
It's great.
Hey, well, we're gonna be going. Hey, Neil, what we're gonna do? We decided. Tom came up with a little idea. We're gonna do like a podcast at the weigh-ins and kind of do a live podcast while you guys weigh in, and you know,
talk about your fancy shorts.
Just
what
hang
fancy
out.
shorts you wearing at weigh-ins?
Watching what you eat after you weigh in and bothering you a little bit, you know.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, he sounds excited, don't he?
Hey, I'll be there, right?
Yeah. There's no getting out of that one. That's for sure. So,
yeah, dude, I'm excited to eat. Oh.
Excellent. Yeah, so how's that, man? Like, what are you craving? Because I've seen some fighters today. One was talking about he's craving, like, white bread with butter. That's all he wanted. A loaf of that. That's
awesome.
What are you craving?
Dude, that's something I just do in my spare time. And me and Matt joke about it because we love bread. So like, when we're not in camp, we'll do something called loafing, where we just get a loaf of bread and we just sit there and just fucking eat a loaf of bread. But no, honestly, I'm craving sugar right now, man. Like, I've been on a chocolate and peanut butter kick for a while. Like those Reese's, not Reese's. They have M&Ms that are peanut butter inside.
All right, yeah. Yeah,
oof. They're like heaven, dude. They're like actual heaven.
Yeah, I agree. They sometimes I think
they have the
make
caramel
big
ones too. I like the caramel ones.
They're like bigger than actually M&M. Some of them things. Unless that's
a little bit.
Unless that's a Reese's Pieces, and I'm out of it.
That's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
So Neil, first Muay Thai fight. Are you going to be doing some type of Y crew into the ring? Or are you just going to keep it pretty Americanized?
Yeah, we have like I guess a shortened version, obviously, because we don't want to be in there for like 7 minutes trying to do a white crew because there's a bunch of white boys doing Muay Thai. But you know, it's I got a little thing just kind of bless the ring, you know, that whole spiel. You know, I really, you know, part of the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get involved in the art and the culture and like the spirit of it. You know, so I definitely wanted to do something at least in honor of that. So.
Great.
Excellent, man.
And I think that's the biggest difference between MMA and Muay Thai. I think people ask, you know, they always say, well, Muay Thai fighters are much more respectful and blah, blah, blah. But that's because, you know, MMA is it's a mixed art, where Muay Thai, there's a lot of tradition and a lot of values behind it. So I think the fighters tend to pay more respect to that, I believe.
I mean, it's so deeply embedded in their culture. Like, it's their national sport, like, you know. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's grown up with the culture, where MMA is so new that nobody really knows where it fits in.
It's the Wild Wild West. Yeah, exactly. Agreed.
Yeah.
So Neil, got this fight coming Saturday night. What is what's 2019 looking for you, my friend? As far as, you know, staying busy, we got more Muay Thai cards coming out with Noboundary. MMA. What are you looking to do in your career from you know, after this Saturday?
Well, you know, I mean, it's no real big secret that I had a huge layoff in time where I wasn't fighting for like 2 years just because couldn't get matchups and all this other stuff was going on, you know, and I'm really looking to kind of make up for lost time. You know, I'd like to ideally fight 4 or 5 times this year and then looking to make a move to professional by the end of the year. And that's not specifically just MMA. Like, if I get, you know, another Muay Thai fight or 2 in there and then a couple more MMA, you know, I want to fight a good amount of times this year and get that experience needed so I can make that jump, because it's always kind of been my goal, because I want to be able to throw elbows in a fight.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And we talk to a lot of, you know, amateurs in Muay Thai and MMA, and that elbow is a big changer in a fight, man. You know what I mean? So
it changes the game, man. You have to look out for so much more stuff all of a sudden. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Neil,
it changes the grappling game too.
Yes, definitely, exactly. I mean, landing them elbows, you just can't, you know, lay on top. You got to get busy, and the guy on the bottom can be landing them too. So, Neil, you got anything left for him?
No, Neil, I mean, I just want to wish you good luck, man. It seems like you're really excited about this Muay Thai thing, and that's great to hear for the community.
And Neil, we'll be going live with the fight, so everyone will get to see your first, that first fight in there, man.
Oh, that's awesome, man. It's going to be great.
Excellent. Last thing, Neil, shout-outs, gyms, sponsors, friends, social media, all that good stuff.
How do we get in touch?
Yeah, I mean, obviously ZenQuest, my coaches, Mark and Connie, they've really guided me through this whole journey, you know, and this is another step in that journey, kind of in a different avenue. So I'm excited because it's a new, it's almost like my first fight all over again, you know, because it's in a different style. So I'm pretty excited, you know. But they've been with me every step of the way. Matt's been there the whole time. I love that kid to death. You know, my whole gym has been stepping up. We just got a new kid at the gym who's a chef. And he was like, hey, if you need me to meal prep for you. And I was like, hell yes, I need you to meal prep for me.
He didn't even get the sentence out. He was like, meal prep, and Neil was all over it. Come here.
Oh, my God, yeah. So shout out to Kyle, if you're listening to this, buddy. Thank you for that. You know, obviously the Sit Your Tongue family, and even though it's not Muay Thai, the Damian Maya family, just everybody who's been on this journey with me. You know, I appreciate it all. My Twitter is nvonbeastmode. My Instagram is Neil Von Beast Mode, all one word. And then my Facebook is my name, and you can find me there.
hey, Neil, if you do make shirts eventually, I want it because I like the beast mode.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's been my MO. I used to just say beast mode all the time, and that's why I got stuck.
yeah, but I like that. It's got a hook to it, man. Keep that hook, brother. You can. That's good.
Market it, man. Market it.
All right.
I will. Thank you.
Hey, Neil, we'll see you. We'll see you at weigh-ins Friday, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you in that ring on Saturday night, man.
Yeah, thank you guys very much. I appreciate your time.
All right, brother. Anytime, brother. We'll be speaking to you sometime in the future, man.
Definitely. Rock on. Enjoy the rest of the podcast.
Later, bro.
See ya.
Awesome, man. He's fun.
Awesome.
He's a fun dude.
Great interview. Great
interview. Trevor, if you're listening, give us five minutes. Somebody was asking, Trevor, I think, was asking, do they have a fight order? Muhammad out there, if you have a fight,
it's right on the website.
Is it the order?
I don't know. I think Muhammad's still watching.
Yeah, Muhammad, if you can you
That's what I went
let
off
us
of.
know?
A lot of great information on the Noboundary website.
Yes, it's a beautiful website.
Very beautiful website. Very
they got the great layout of the whole.
You can
fight
go
card,
back to all the past results and get
Yes.
all the information. So great job to Noboundary on keeping their website really entertaining and informative. So great job. So Muhammad, again, if you're still on, we're gonna pose the question to you, which was,
do you have a fight order?
is there a fight order? I'm assuming.
I'm gonna play the flash cards again. There's one fight you said Chris Silk's card is fight is off. So who are we talking about now before we have Trevor come on? Let's talk about Trevor because he's gonna match up. Trevor fought on either the last card or the card. Yeah, the last card. We didn't see that show, and we're gonna talk to him all about that fight because Trevor said, in his podcast with us, he was getting some Muay Thai in there to sharpen up his stand-up game because he's got the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, he's got all that with the Florians. Before he turns pro and he can't fight Muay Thai amateur, he wants to get some work in there, and he's doing it. So we're going to talk to him about this experience. And
I can't wait. No, it's going to be great. I want to talk about. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be the main event. Probably will be. The Elvin Johnson Flavio Brito fight. That's two possible Muay Thai Olympians at one point in the next couple of years. So
yes,
coming out of New England, right? So that's huge. So we're really excited about that. I can't wait for that fight. And there's so many, there's so many fights. A lot, it's good to see a lot of, a couple debut fights. Let's give a shout out to those debuts. Kevin Phelps making his debut as well. He's fighting out of Rough MMA. He's 26 years old. I think we just talked to Neil's making his pro debut.
Yeah, amateur debut.
Amateur, yes. I mean, sorry, all amateur fights, duh. I said that earlier.
That's all right. We had to correct each other.
Yeah, Christina Masher, who's fighting out of Sidio Tong, is taking on Othello Thomas, who's from Champion Kickboxing. Both girls making their pro debut. I mean, their amateur debut against each other.
And they're all training together with Sarah Click.
Yeah.
All them killers over there. I saw Kylie O'Hearn was in there, beating people up.
Marcus Cintron fighting out of Rough MMA again, who's also making his amateur debut. So a lot of Noboundary's done a good job, putting the debuts out there, giving them an opportunity to shine. And again, I just gotta say, great job to Muhammad on matchmaking. I'm looking at records and I'm looking at experience, and it seems like they did a very good job of matching these fights, Steve.
Yes, they did.
You're gonna really see some great fights. And in Muay Thai, you don't blink, right? Because the action's very nonstop. It's very electric. There's a lot of knockouts. There's a lot of body shots. And there's a lot of little things in Muay Thai that people may not be aware of.
And that's why that's when we go live. We're going to have a professional Muay Thai fighter right here because I know practically nothing. I'm a fan watching. So I'm going to be that guy going oohs and ahs.
I love it. I'm still learning.
I know the fighters' names and a little bit about their background, but this guy knows exactly what's going on in that ring. So we're going to be partner up. And the thing about when we go live, Tom and I are going to have to take a pee or a poo at some time.
Someone else is running the show.
So we're going to have, hopefully, we might pull someone out of the crowd and go sit here and just talk about what you see. Yeah. Because we got to go pee or something like that. So we're going to have little surprises in and out. Don't be shy. Come say hi to us. We don't know how we're going to be set up. But Muhammad
has promised us electricity ringside.
All right, so we're perfect.
We're going to be excited.
So what I'm going to do is, I don't know if we're going through OBS, if we're going through kind of go live with the phones. we're gonna figure it out once we get there. But I have the equipment.
So we'll also be doing backstage interviews.
Yes,
Steve.
we'll be doing running around.
So we're gonna go with OBS. So we will go with OBS for the streaming of the fights,
depending on
the situation, the layout. Yeah, and then we'll also be doing interviews with the
live interviews in the back because there's a bunch of we have some crew members with us.
Can't wait.
Some
yes, we do.
TF.
Yeah. We had some RFS.
RFS.
We got Mikey.
TF.
TF. That's the airport. TF Green. See, I make mistakes. You make mistakes. Come on.
I don't even know the name of our own page.
I'm over there saying pro debuts like everyone's a pro.
Man. My God.
So yeah, man. So talk about that a little bit. The backstage interviews. That's going to be a first. That's going to be great.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Muhammad says he will post the lineup soon.
He will. So we're all on.
Yeah, we're all cool. We're all working here. We're flowing.
But again, if you want more information on the fighters who are fighting, the cards online. That's where I got it from. You got some fighters with a lot of experience.
Yeah,
here.
It's amazing.
In the 4-man tournament,
and I don't even know.
Shoot.
I'm so excited. I'm just saying, these Amis have 18. Some of them have 18 to 20 fights. I can't wait.
And that's Muay Thai.
It's
great. And that's what I mean. Just because it's an all amateur card, that means nothing. You come out and see these guys because you're looking at the future possible Olympian Muay Thai athletes and or pro phenomenal Muay Thai athletes.
Before we call Trevor and we talk about the future, Noboundary is the future of in New England and beyond. I mean, we're bringing in these people.
Lion Fight comes in, but they signed a huge deal with CBS Sports. They're back on a national stage. 2018, they kind of were more local just because they were getting their stuff back together. But Noboundary by far is.
Yes.
And and it's not like they're bringing in gyms or fighters that have no experience. They're putting on really high quality matchups.
And the fighters are drawn to that promotion.
Because they've done a great job of building their name, right? So big shout out to Noboundary. We're really, really proud to be a part of it. Extend our relationship with them.
We want to see Chad, thumbs up, shares. Everyone share the stuff because we want to get it out there. We want everyone to know that New England is blowing up Saturday night with Muay Thai.
Absolutely.
And we're going to be sharing it all over. Don't worry.
What a big night for New England.
It is.
You got CS at 2 o'clock.
During the day.
Phenomenal
that we're
fights.
Covering.
Cards crazy.
We're covering.
And then you got this wonderful Muay Thai promotion.
And then we're skiing to Melrose.
Also, shout out, speaking of a little notice, if you guys are interested in a referee Muay Thai certification, I haven't spoken to Alan.
Yes.
I don't know if he's still doing it, but that's going to be at Hard Knocks in Everett.
On Sunday?
On Sunday, you can reach out to Alan. I know there's snow and everything. I don't know what he's doing, but it's still scheduled. I've heard nothing. I'll be there, learning from Alan, who's got a very vast knowledge of Muay Thai.
Will he be at Noboundary reffing, judging,
absolutely.
something? All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He sits on that big mask.
Excellent.
So, if you're interested in learning how to referee or what a ref does, Alan will certify you and teach you and make you really understand what goes on. Because there's a lot that goes on refereeing Muay Thai fights that people just don't understand, I think. It's not just standing there waiting for the person to get knocked out. There's a lot of little things you got to look for. Injuries in a stand-up fight occur a lot more than an MMA fight because it's in-your-face stand-up. The cardio is different. The pace is different. There's not a lot of rest time.
There's some fighters that are saying, he knows when to end it. They're saying help me, but not necessarily saying
I want
help
out,
me.
But I don't want out. Exactly. And so I'm pretty excited about it. I personally think that this is just gonna grow.
Of course.
Because these MMA
We're
guys,
going to push it to grow, of course.
And you're hearing MMA guys say, man, I probably should get some Muay Thai fights.
Definitely.
And it's important.
Shopping up that stand-up, man.
Very important, very important.
We'll see how, we see this. It's a major part of an MMA fight.
You look at MMA, you got wrestling, Muay Thai, and you got Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
Are like the three bases of the sport. And then you got the karate and all that
wrestling
that comes in. Yeah, the Greco-Roman. But I mean, Muay Thai is the art of 8 limbs for a reason. It is the most dangerous striking art on the planet, and it's a very exciting art. It's an art.
I'm very excited, happy to be learning and being able to teach and bring it to other people because I have a lot of followers. Well, most of my followers are MMA side,
Yeah, it's great.
All I was really covering was Lion Fight because they were coming in and there wasn't much. I go to smoker shows, but that's not the same. And then Noboundary comes back around, and
And you covered kids. You covered kids Kumite
Kids
too.
Kumite, of course, and
we
they
do
are
well.
they are the
Next,
you know
we are the feeders of all
Triple A.
these. Yeah. I love it. I want to keep doing it. That show is going to be April 27th. Kids Kumite.
There we go. So
Just
we're building
yeah,
for the future of No Boundary.
Regional Fight Sports has actually created its own sanctioning body for the Kids Kumite. Myself and Alan Lau have been working really hard. The rule book is all set. Everything will be posted very soon. The flyer will be out.
Excellent.
So we're going to be sanctioned, certified, insured. Pretty excited about it.
All right. Before I call Trevor, I just want to say tonight's podcast is sponsored by, you read it right, Change Force. Veteran-owned Change Force CBD company. Amazing. Check them out. They are sponsoring the show now. Reached out to me. They sponsor a bunch of other fighters. They are a bunch.
Our next event that we're going to announce soon.
We'll have to talk to Mr. Patrick.
Great.
And he has, when we spoke, they have a team.
Can I spill the beans now, Steve?
What's the beans?
About our big fundraiser that we're running. Funny.
Go ahead, spill them before I
Steve,
call Trevor.
You have the information. We wrote it down, so we didn't make it.
Oh, that's right here. All right,
so
March 22nd. Right here.
So everyone will be, Regional Fight Sports will be hosting a
Tom's getting into it. He's
rated R comedian night. Doors open at what time, Steve?
Stay away. All right. They open at 7:30.
7:30. The show starts at what time, Steve?
8:30.
8:30.
Rated R, 18+ show.
Tickets are only $20.
It's going to be fun as fuck.
I can't wait. They're going to go soon. They're going to go right after Steve. I can't wait.
I'll be sitting
You'll be right
front
there.
row. I might even be on the stage. I've always wanted to be a comedian.
We could get you on. So tickets, guys, are $20. All of the money goes towards our nonprofit. We're going to be providing better opportunities for fighters, and most important thing, scholarships.
It will be held at, did you say,
Knights of Columbus in Central Falls. Yep, really great.
They have a whole bar there, so you can get drunk, swear, and watch comedians.
Pretty good, pretty fun night.
You.
We're also looking for show sponsors. There's a lot of different things you're going to get with that sponsorship. It's $100.
Walt. Hey, by the way, Walt asked me where his banner is. It'll be on there.
Oh, great.
I'm just fit. We got sponsors coming in, so we're moving things around. You see that? We got that beans. That'll move. Walt, I apologize. This was last minute thing. We started putting in things here. I love you, Walt, and all that other stuff.
So we're going to have Tiffany, our fundraiser director, who's worked phenomenally on this event. She's worked very hard on this event. We're excited to have it. There's a cash bar on site we talked about. So, guys, $100 show sponsors. We're looking, if you own a business, you want to get your name out there, so if you want to make a donation to Regional Fight Sports, by all means, contact us. You're going to go on the website. It's a very simple, easy application. You apply. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You're in.
Neil Von Fladen said he forgot to tell us he's craving Taco Bell.
Taco Bell,
don't let Trump hear you say that.
Yeah, don't do that. He's building a wall.
Awesome. You see that meme?
Do you think he's getting rid of Taco Bell?
No, did you see the meme?
I did.
The burgers and all that. I said, what? No Taco Bell?
Yeah,
Come on.
There's
a comedic.
There it is.
You know, all I need was the drum. But the ching. That was it. I would have had laughter everywhere.
Check out Steve on March. What's the date, Steve?
March 22nd.
That's a Friday night. That's a Friday night. That's a Friday night, ladies and gentlemen.
Doors open 7:30. I just peeked. 7:30.
Show starts at 8:30.
And rated R.
And we got till 1 o'clock in the morning to have a great time.
So we're gonna blow it out. You know. Maybe we'll have a podcast.
Yeah. Details, according to our fundraising director, will be out no later than Monday.
And by the way,
tickets you buy online.
Yeah, you got to buy them online because we don't want you showing up at the door and saying you're coming and you're not coming. We want you to buy them, and then if you don't show up, we give you a ticket away.
Tickets will be available, possible at the door. More information on that.
All right, we're gonna give Trevor Goody a call now.
Trevor.
Let's
talk about Trevor.
He's been on the show before. He's a great guy. I
know
love Trevor.
Very, very animated.
He's like, what the? Let me get his poster up. He's probably sleeping.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, my man? How are you?
Doing well.
Excellent.
No complaints.
Hey, Happy New Year. I haven't spoken to you since, I think, November at Cage Titans, correct?
Yeah, I can't remember if it was the Cage Titans card or the last Muay Thai card that I saw you, but yeah, it's been a minute.
Excellent, man. How you doing, brother? We got another Muay Thai fight coming up, man. How's everything going in training camp?
Oh, it's going great. Yeah, no, this has been an awesome camp. The new gym's coming together great. We have a bunch of new guys coming in from different gyms to train with us. It's been an awesome camp. No complaints at all.
So, hey, Trevor, it's Tom Evans, man. Really quick question. Is this your debut Muay Thai fight?
No, he fought on the last card.
Okay. So, your record here says 6-1. Is that a mix of MMA and Muay Thai?
Yes, yeah. So that's six MMA wins and 1 Muay Thai loss.
He's undefeated.
Got it. Okay, so he's looking for his first Muay Thai win in this card. That's awesome. All right. And you're fighting a kid, Austin Shala, out of Rough House, who shows 6-3. Is that all Muay Thai or is that MMA?
No, that's
as
MMA
well?
too, right? A mix.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea how many Muay Thai fights.
Yeah, his MMA record's not that well. Trevor, you know him. Did you guys? You guys didn't fight as in MMA, did you?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, cha-ching!
This is a big fight.
Memory on Domenico here.
This is a big fight. So this is an MMA fight turned into a Muay Thai.
I didn't even have to look
set.
up Tapology for that. I just remember that kind of thing. Austin fights everyone, man. He fights beasts all over, man.
He does.
Austin fought me on 24 hours notice. We both had opponents pull out, like the day of weigh-ins, and we both got calls, and we both showed up to weigh-ins anyway, and they paired us against each other, and it was a hell of a fight. It was very different than the opponent I was expecting. I was expecting this short little square guy with a bunch of muscles, and instead I got like another tall, lanky kid.
Yeah.
But I respect the shit out of him. I respect his gym. I like their mindset to fight anyone. Like, his record does not reflect the level of skill he has, because he's always in there with killers.
Yes. And, you know, I've spoken to his coach, Dexter there, and he's preparing them for the killers out there. He doesn't want to, pad their records. He wants them ready. So that's awesome, man. How did this fight come about? Like, was his name thrown at you? Like, hey, let's do it in the Muay Thai ring.
He was the only one that would fight me,
Awesome.
to my knowledge. Yeah. So
well, Trevor, 6'7", 170. I mean,
yeah. It's time to get you a matchup, brother. You know what I mean?
No, totally. I wouldn't want to fight me. Yeah.
Love it. So, hey, Trevor, quick question. I'm sure everyone's gonna ask. How'd that MMA fight go? What was the result of that MMA fight?
He's undefeated, so we know he won.
I know, but I
beat him. Yeah, he put up a good fight. Like, when his striking in the first round was very good. I just did not anticipate fighting a tall fighter very well in that first round. I ended up getting the takedown. Did really well on the ground. Next round, striking did a little better on my part. Got the takedown, held him down. Third round, my striking was pretty much winning, and he went for a takedown, and I flipped him into this crucifix thing with like a Kimura throw, and then fought from there. Took him out for a second, but he's tough as shit.
Yeah.
So was it a decision win or was it a finish?
No, I think he beat him.
It was a decision win. Yeah.
Decision. Okay, so
Wow,
what's the decision?
Excellent.
So it's safe to say he won round 1 in the striking. You won round 3 in the striking. Man, this is gonna be a good fight.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very excited.
Now you guys get
like
3
that I
rounds.
have a real camp for him.
Yeah, now you get to have
Now
3
here's
rounds.
the cool thing about it. Like, you guys were on 24-hour notice or so you couldn't really prepare for him. But now you guys, this is stand up only, man. How you feeling about getting in there your second time and just throwing, knees, kicks, and no elbows, but we can always dream.
Yeah, no, I can't wait for elbows too. I like Neil talking about it. I love knees as well. The game plan training didn't change much knowing my opponent. We're preparing for well beyond him. Like, this is still just to get me better at MMA. So I'm super excited to have somebody that tough to get to test myself against, because he's never been finished to my knowledge. Like, he's a little beast.
So hey Trevor, it's a Muay Thai realm now. I asked Neil the same question. What's your favorite Muay Thai technique? I know Neil said knees.
The elbows I can't
but
use.
I was looking more like a technique. Anything?
Yeah, I do love knees. I love clinch fighting.
Yeah.
And I know that it's a dumb thing for me to love because I'm so freaking tall that I don't have to clinch with people.
Correct.
Like, if I clinch with somebody, we're both in each other's range, where I don't really ever have to be in somebody's range.
Agreed.
But I love it. It's like wrestling where I can knee and punch you as well. Like, it's wonderful. It's so ugly and brutal, and like, that's the shit I want to get good at.
So Trevor, now you train at Florian. I asked Neil the same question. Do you guys have a specific Muay Thai coach that you train with that's been getting you ready for this, or has it been more of an MMA base?
Yes, yeah, we have Coach Eric Grossman, who's opening up his own academy,
Citadel,
right?
Yeah,
which is going great. So he comes and coaches me. On Mondays, he runs class. He's been working with me literally every single day. I can't thank him enough. Just coming
he
in
trains
and doing
Kinmoy.
with me.
Kinmoy's coach there helps him out. Don Shanis.
No, great. He's
all them great guys. Yeah, he's got all different walks of life of different style fighters. Great.
So that's good. So that's why I asked that question. I'm trying to ask a lot of the MMA guys, moving over. Are you training with a Muay Thai coach?
Yeah.
And and Eric's definitely been a respectful Muay Thai coach over the years. And I know he does a lot of the Chinese kickboxing art as well. So do you get?
Yeah, he does like San Shao and stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you guys get any of that different technique thrown at you sometimes?
More for the MMA spectrum, I would say. Like he's technically a white belt or some nonsense like that, but I watch him smoke people on the ground.
Yeah.
It's from the San Shao, and I think from the Asian arts that he studied, he just brought a little sense of brutality with it. Like, jiu-jitsu is still beautiful, Muay Thai is still beautiful, but there's little shortcuts you can take here and there that aren't as pretty, but get shit done.
Yeah, exactly, man. A little roar or a little,
So this is your first, so this is your second Muay Thai fight for Noboundary. You kind of know about it. Tell me a little bit about the show. What brings you back to Noboundary?
Oh, it was a blast. Oh, first, me and my girlfriend a while back, earlier last year, went to a Noboundary card. Just kind of for fun, and it was a blast. It was one of the more fun fighting events I've ever been to. So after that, and I talked with my coaches about it for a while, they wanted me to do a Muay Thai fight. I wanted to do a Muay Thai fight, and I really enjoyed the last show I did with them. Everybody was really professional. It was well run. And I learned a ton. I learned so much, and I was still learning while I was in the ring. I was getting told rules while I was in there, like catch the kick, you can't take too many steps, don't put your arms over the rope, all this shit that I learned in the ring last time.
Yeah, was there any what the fuck moments in there? Like,
there was a couple times the ref talked to me and I had no idea what he was saying or talking about. Like, I got yelled at for taking too many steps when I caught the leg. But he didn't say that. He was just like, no, don't do that. And I was like, fucking what? All right.
I love it.
That's awesome. So, and I'm sure your ref who was your referee? Do you remember?
Oh, I can't remember.
He knows.
Alan, I think.
Oh, it's Alan now. Well, yeah, Alan.
So Alan was going to give a seminar.
He didn't give you detention after the fight.
He's the boss. He's the boss of Muay Thai.
I could be wrong. I'm not.
It was I know.
But he did a great job wrestling as well. Like, it was cool the way he ran stuff.
Yeah, he's a very traditional Muay Thai referee. Yeah. He'll run it very traditional. Actually, I remember him yelling at Kids Kumite. He reprimanded a coach because with the Mongol on. It's very disrespectful to go under the ropes. And one of their children was about to go under the ropes, and he stopped him. He said, "No, not in the
red
Muay
light.
Thai."
Red light.
It was a great thing to see.
Hand up.
So Alan's a very good traditional Muay Thai referee. So that's great to keep that. So speaking of that tradition, you said you were learning in the ring, right? And that's how Muay Thai is. There's a lot of cool little rules that people might not understand, right? What did you get from the experience of fighting a Muay Thai fight?
It's difficult to describe how different it was than MMA. I was much relaxed in there, yet, I don't know, aware of the holes in my game very quickly.
Yep.
Whereas in MMA, if I sense any kind of weakness, I just change the game. Like, fuck that, get out of there, switch it up. Clinch, takedown, whatever is different than what you were losing at.
Yeah.
But Muay Thai's, oh man, I don't know. It's a blast. I learned to, feel out your opponent, make a game plan, create patterns, exploit patterns, stuff like that I'd never done in my striking before.
That's awesome. And that's why Muay Thai is what it is, right? It's the best striking art. That's great. So, this is, again, you fought this kid before. That's pretty awesome. You guys get to kind of do it in a different realm. I mean, I'm sure he's probably going to it thinking he's fighting the Jits guy, because on paper, that's kind of what it looks like, right?
Oh, yeah. And my game plan literally changes every single time I fight. I've never had two fights that were similar to one another. So I don't know what you could prepare for,
That's awesome.
Excellent, man. Trev, what's your plan, man? What is, we talked about getting some Muay Thai fights under your belt before you turn pro, because you didn't want to go, fight Muay Thai as a pro. You wanted to get some in as Zami. What's your game plan for 2019? What are we looking for here?
Oh, I'm going pro pretty much right after this fight.
Excellent.
Unless something else presents itself. We had some we had some other opportunities, but it was real close to this Muay Thai card, and I didn't want to go pro. I didn't want to take another MMA fight, and knowing the holes in my game that I discovered in the last one, I'd just be hyper conscious of that while I was in there moving around. Whereas now I almost feel eerily confident again, similar to my last couple MMA fights, where it's a fight, anything can happen, but I am not worried. I feel good. Like, I'm just really excited to do it.
Excellent, my man. Well, you know, Trevor, after this fight Saturday night, you're going to be turning pro. I want to come down to that, you know, that new camp that you got at Florian's. You did a lot of work there. I want to come talk to you about whatever's next for you. As far as that, you know, the camp, how's Florian's flowing now? I know you did a lot of work. You were under some construction, moving things around. How's it looking in there, and how's the gym overall?
It's fucking gorgeous. And we're still working on things. Obviously, we will be, you know, forever. But it's huge. It's a huge space. We got showers, locker rooms, all sorts of cool stuff. We're putting up a whole new personalized set of wall mats tomorrow. Like, it's still coming together. But I love it. It's the best gym I've ever trained or worked at, you know, hands down. And it's changed a lot. Like, I remember when I started in MMA and it was just me in Smallville, Pat Crowley. We were the only people that showed up to training. We're the only people that showed up to sparring. We just fought each other for like 2 years. And now we got 20 some odd dudes showing up to spar on Friday night, professional amateur fighters from all over New England. And it's real.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I can't wait to see it, brother. I you know, I haven't been actually interviewed you, you know, like a real one, you know, podcast and stuff like that. I want to get down there. I want to show the camp some love, you know.
That's why you are there.
Absolutely, yeah, that'd be awesome, man. We'd love to have you.
Definitely, man. Last thing, Trev, social media, any sponsors, any shout outs, any love, anything you want to throw out there, man?
Yeah. Okay, so main shout out obviously goes to Florian Martial Arts. Keith Florian has been my head coach my entire martial arts career. Shout out to Eric Grossman. He's been huge. He's dedicated an inordinate amount of time into getting me ready for this, and just only expects me to, you know, do my best, which is all you can ask for. And then Christopher Brennick, Chris Brennick, Hippie Chris at Green Street Massage is my best favorite sponsor. Awesome. He does physical therapy with me. He does fucking strength conditioning classes with me now. I have just eliminated getting injured in this sport with help from him. So if you guys are looking to be for real and want to like keep progressing this sport without getting hurt, check out Green Street Massage in JP.
And where's that located?
It's 420 Center Street in JP.
Got it.
Excellent, my man. Well, Trev, I'm looking forward to it. I would imagine I'm going to be seeing you, you know, at Cage Titans the following week, no?
Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
Excellent.
It's so much fun to go to those cards.
Isn't it? Man?
Not that it isn't fun to fight on them, but it's a different experience when you get to like hang out and, you know, drink and stuff.
Oh, definitely, man. And it's just the atmosphere of the whole show, man. I can't wait. I got back-to-back shows, man. I'm coming to hang out with you on Saturday night, and the following Saturday night we're gonna blow it up in Plymouth.
Yep, awesome, man. I'm just excited to see you there.
All right, my man. We'll be seeing you at weigh-ins on Friday. We're going to be doing a little podcast at weigh-ins. We're going to do a podcast weigh-in live, kind of something. We're going to be kind of winging it. So we'll be watching you there, and we'll be going live with your fight, definitely.
So after you get
Saturday.
off the scale, come see us at the podcast.
Yeah.
We can ask you some questions. You'll be live.
Yeah, hey, I actually get to sit with you if you feel like it, if you think about it.
Totally. I know I have some stuff. Not too terribly after weigh-in.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
If you knock me out early, I'd love to work with you.
We'll be hanging out. Just come and give us a high five or slap us in the head or something. We'll be good with that.
Absolutely. Sounds good, man.
All right, my man. Trevor, we'll see you Friday, man. And thanks for coming on, man, as always.
Good luck.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, take care.
Take it easy.
Perfecto Mundo. I love that kid. He just flows, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's really good. He knows what he's doing.
Kid.
So Trevor Goody, as he mentioned, he's 0-1 in Muay Thai. He's got 6 wins in MMA. Taking on Austin Schaller, 6-3.
Austin trains with Billy Goff, who just had a huge
and you mentioned
win.
Dexter. Dexter's
MMA. Yeah, exactly. Dexter, they both came on my show. Billy was going to debut his pro debut for CES, and you know that fight fell through. Made his pro debut for Reality against a kid that
I know he did. know.
knocked the hell out of someone out at CES.
Yeah.
And now Billy is fighting on Bellator,
He is.
which he just
Lot of
announced. So
big
I'm going to be
Bellator.
talking to
A
him.
lot of big Bellator
And
announcements.
yeah,
You've
a
seen
lot
of big Bellator.
John
Bellator's on fire.
Duma fighting
Huge Mike Campbell.
Mike
Oh,
Kimball,
God. Brutal.
Bellator 215,
That's huge.
baby.
Huge fight. On the main card.
On the main card.
That's big.
Holy shit. All right, let's not get off topic.
Yeah.
We have a whole nother...
That's a
That's
whole
in
other
February.
podcast.
I'm going to have...
Bellator's
John
gonna blow
Duma.
up.
John Duma will be here live podcasting with me with some Triforce people, probably the beginning of the year. So that's my story with that. I'm going to see Nick Newell. I'm traveling to FAA in Connecticut the end of the month.
Rack
or the
those
beginning.
miles up, Steve.
I am. I'm racking miles out. I'm coming to see. Tomorrow I'm going to see Connor Berry in his camp.
Yeah.
He's fighting Jojo G.
Main event?
Anetti.
Co-main.
No, co-main.
Yeah.
I got Ken Moy's interview
I might
coming
be there
out
with you at Cage Site.
Really? Mike Polvia said he's thinking about setting up a media scrum table near the cage, so the fighters come and talk to us, or not near, in the vicinity of the area.
So, I'd love for these guys to hold a press conference at the end of the fights and have the fighters attend. That'd be great, but
they
in
want
the
to
future.
drink,
but they
and
want
hang
to go
out
do
and
that
shit
thing.
like that.
Be
So do
quick.
I.
We could do it quickly.
I don't even hang out at the Bellator
think
one.
it's
That's for the big league. Let them,
yeah.
You know
It's
what
for
I
the
mean? We
MMA.
already did our work, Tom.
Yeah, it's for the
We
shit
did our
goes.
podcasts, our interviews.
I agree.
You know what happens?
I don't go to
We
those
get
meetings.
them like 2 weeks later,
Yeah, I
3
don't
weeks
need
later.
to-
They come on the podcast.
Agreed.
Once they settle in, they can tell us how it really feels.
I agree.
Boom. So let's.
We're going to talk about the card.
Oh, all right. We'll
I'll highlight the card.
highlight the card.
Quick.
Let's go through it. I'm going to flash the card as we're
as
talking about
exactly.
it,
You flash the card as I'm
and
talking
you can talk about it, and then we're out
It's
of
not
here.
going to be in any order. Noboundary has not announced the official
No,
order.
and Muhammad did say he'll have the fight order out shortly.
So we already talked about the main event or co-main event. We talked about the tournament participants, the 4-man tournament participants. Now let's talk about, we talked about Trevor Goody's fight. People also on the card. You have 4-3, Serpico Arega, who is fighting in the welterweight division against Noah Jiminian, who's 1-1. You got no gyms are listed. Serpico is from 5 Points, so another great gym. You got one of the female fights. I don't know her. It says R.
Rachel. I interviewed her. That's Emily Kelly's.
Very
She's
nice.
from City Out Town.
She's from City Out?
She is 39 years old.
She is 39.
Or in her 40s.
So they
46. I don't know.
So
One of those.
Liz
I'm
is
sorry
40,
if I made you old.
48 years old.
48.
That's what it
She's been
lists.
training 10 years.
She has a 2-4 record that could be mixed. They're fighting at the 135 lightweight division, and she's fighting Zinko, who's from Trifecta.
Which is a great gym. That's
Great.
Mike Kimball's gym.
Yes, it is.
One of Mike Kimball's gyms.
You have Hector Wang, who's 2-3, fighting out of Broadway Jiu-Jitsu. Great Muay Thai though down there with Drummond down there, and he's fighting Slawak Gubernat,
Who had a
Valiant.
big win when we went live for them.
Yeah,
That
he
kid,
did.
kid brings it.
Yeah, I agree. You have 2 women making their amateur debuts, and you have Alpha Thomas.
Look at the hair on her.
I know,
It's
from
awesome.
Champion Kickboxing, taking on Christina Marsher from City of Tongues.
And she trains with all them killers there.
She's got a lot. City of Tongues
Yes.
making a lot of.
And like you said, they're making their debuts, right? Amateur
yeah,
debut. Oh,
2
that's
amateur
so friggin' cool.
You also have Sienna Mitten from FAF Gym, Sean Graham's.
Sean Graham's gym.
She's listed as 1-0. She's fighting the super lightweight division, 140 pounds, against Jennifer Payas from Hard Knocks. So 2 great gyms, 2 friends fighting each other. Great gyms. You got Marcus Cintron taking on Seth Grande in the super middleweight
Seth
division.
Grande, I interviewed.
165.
Seth Grande spent time in Thailand.
Fights out of City of Tongue.
He excellent dude, man.
He's listed as 2-0 as an amateur, but he
Yes.
just spent time in Thailand. He's probably had a couple fights.
Yeah, he had. I definitely had a knockout because he had.
So he's fighting Marcus.
yeah.
So you got a killer in Seth fighting Marcus.
Seth
Cintron.
says, "I'll take anyone's smoke, or anyone wants my smoke."
So
Come get it.
he fights at 165.
Such
Marcus is making his debut.
I just made that up.
So that's Dexter again, Rough House MMA, taking on having his fighters.
yeah, we got more. Yeah, excellent.
You got Kevin Rhodes, who fights out of Rami Elite. So Rami's bringing another guy from Philly, who's listed as 8 wins and 2 losses. Steve. in a featherweight fight at
make this
125, taking on Austin Emil, who's listed as 8-2. So you got two guys, 8-2, taking on each other, who's from Jacksonville Muay Thai, coming all the way from Florida. So you got
Jacksonville, Florida.
So you got a Florida guy against a Philly guy. What a great fight, and what a great thing for Noboundary to do.
And we talked about Noboundary, bringing in people flying in.
Prime example. You know. I'm excited about this fight. I'm going to start that fight. We also have, I don't know if you know first names, M. Do we know her?
M. No, I don't know her.
Okay,
name.
So 8 limbs.
Sorry, M.
Sibern Angel, who's listed as 4-3 in the flyweight division, taking on
Emily Kelly.
Emily Kelly, 3-3.
Who had a spectacular knockout the card before last, but she was in the women's last woman standing.
It's a great fight. Two girls with very good records, very similar records, a lot of experience.
She is a beast. I gotta say, Emily she's tall,
110
thin,
pounds.
and she just keeps coming. She's got steam.
We got Muay Thai favorite. Everyone loves him. Fan favorite.
Who's that?
John Bourget, who's always in the mix.
Well, he's got a new opponent because he was supposed to fight
140 pounds.
One of the fighters from Team Link in Hooksett.
So now he's taking on
late
a
notice
Dexter,
here.
rough
Late notice
MMA,
fight.
Kevin Phelps, who is making his debut. Rough House.
Oh, he's
Rough
from
MMA.
Dexter,
Yeah.
and that's Dexter throwing one of his kids in there.
John's a very exploited.
And he's fought for Noboundary before.
You know, his record is, he's another guy with Muay Thai. His record doesn't really indicate the skill of Muay Thai John holds. He's got a very good skill set in Muay Thai. Tough kid, very good coach.
Tough.
Very good coach in Bobby. So it's gonna be great to see John taking on Kevin. That's another good fight. That's on 140 pounds.
Glad to see him in there. I haven't John. He's not fought.
He's taking some time off.
Yeah.
So he's back in the ring. That's great. Then we talked about Neil. We have Melanie Monaco, who's 0-1 listed in a 105-pound fight, taking on Jen Murphy from Sidiotan.
More and
0-1. Both girls.
Neil talked about there's like 6 fighters from Sidiotan going
I know.
in there.
We're looking at it. It's crazy. You go. We already talked about Trevor's fight. We talked about.
That's it. You want to go through 17 of them, man?
Yeah, we went.
We're good, man.
Fights. Wow. Good night. It's gonna be a good night.
Not bad, man. We talked about basically everything. We gave everyone, a little bit. We're going to be giving them more.
Go buy tickets. Go get
buy
tickets.
tickets to Noboundary. Go to Noboundary. What is it? Noboundary.com. How is NoboundaryFight.com? Is that how we say it? Go there. Just go to their Facebook like page. You can get all the links there to get tickets. You can see all their interviews, all their videos. I got a couple, 2 or 3 videos or interviews on there. Join their Facebook like page because we're going to be adding more content in there. We're going to be sharing our Go Live there. We're going to be doing a lot of shit for Noboundary, helping them out with this card. And hopefully, they're already grown. They're already there. We're going to help them grow more and get them out to a bigger audience that we can provide and help them with, just the media size of it. You know what I mean? They do great on their website and promoting the card as far as sending out the matchups, posters. We just send that out farther and help out and boost them along. So that's it. And give their fighters a platform with a voice. Absolutely. So that's why we're here. That's what we're here for.
Contact us.
That's it. So last thing, you want to talk just briefly about our scholarship program, and then we'll get the hell out of here?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Let me flash that on there.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the Regional Fight Sports Scholarship, as mentioned, is ready. It's on the website,
Did you know?
regionalfightsports.org. Did you know? Yes. Did you know? What does that say, Steve? Can we read it out loud?
That. I look
Can't
for
read that
No, I'm 2.5 bears in.
2.5. Good for you.
I know.
I'm actually back in
I'm
training,
under my
so
quota.
I have not had any. My cheat day's on a Saturday.
All right, so go ahead. I can't see it. Scholarship. Go ahead. $500 scholarship.
So Regional Fight Sports provides $500 scholarships to athletes, to martial arts athletes. I use that word very loosely. You don't have to be a professional Muay Thai competitor. You don't have to be an amateur MMA competitor. You just have to be simply practicing the martial arts. Whether it's karate, whether it's Muay Thai, whatever, any wrestling. We want to provide you guys $500 scholarship for education. Please go on the website. Please apply. This is money that so we end in June. So it's from January to June. We open it. We announce the winner in August. There's 3 different tiers of our scholarship program. So we're a non-profit media organization, right? We don't make much money doing what we do. We give the fighters a voice and we provide scholarships. Pretty good deal.
Whatever money comes into Regional Fight Sports goes right out. Right out. We get donations that help us along the way, that we're going to have more equipment, more means to bring more out there.
Absolutely.
Because if you look at our track record,
We've grown.
You know,
we just keep growing.
But it's the passion, it's the team behind it. It's like we're all doing a bunch of shit.
We are.
That people don't see behind the scenes.
And again, we're not profit.
It's the ambition, and
exactly.
it's just the passion to want to help the community. And you know, we're performers. Whether you're in the the ring, the cage, training your people, doing your thing.
Suit.
We're performing. We're
do a good job.
We're there to bring awareness and bring combat sports, Muay Thai, everything out to New England and beyond.
Absolutely. So go on the website. Please sign up. Please apply. Right? We don't want this money to go unused. We want to give it out, and we do it because we love martial arts and we love the community of martial arts, and we're going to grow it. We're going to continue to grow. And we're going to continue to do great things in the community.
That's it. We're going nowhere. We're just growing, the team is growing more and more. So with that said, we're going to leave you
Funny
with...
for funds, please, guys.
Yes.
And listen, even if you're not going to go, we would love if you just donated $20.
Buy a ticket and give it to somebody.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? They'll go.
There'll be raffles. It's going to be great.
A rated R comedy show. You don't go to many of them. Why not go to ours, which you're going to have a great time.
And the money's going to something great.
You know what I mean? So it's all good. So it is on March 22nd. That's, would you say, a Friday night?
Friday night.
It's at the Knights of Columbus in Hall at Central Falls.
Yeah.
It's a $20 donation. It's a rated R, so you have to be 18 or over to get in. There will be a bar there, a cash bar. Doors open 7:30. Comics start at 8:30.
360
and
people.
I will definitely be heckled by the comedians.
I can't wait.
So with that said, follow Regional Fight Sports on Facebook. See us Friday night. Friday during the day we'll be doing live weigh-ins from CES. We're the only ones going live for CES weigh-ins.
Yep. Jimmy Birchfield
gave us gave us permission. We'll be doing that.
Great.
Then we'll be traveling to Noboundary to do their live weigh-ins, and we'll be bringing you Noboundary's live Saturday night.
And we'll also be posting the CES MMA results.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Regional Fight Sports. Go on the Facebook page.
Busy night. So with that said,
also, can you tell everyone to follow our Twitter page? We got to get more Twitter likes.
I didn't even know we had one.
Yeah, we're getting you the password. It's at Our Fight Sports.
We got to connect that. Well, we got to connect that to the Instagram because when you share from Instagram,
it's a great thing.
It'll go share right to Twitter.
Our Fight Sports.
We got to connect all that stuff, but you know my phone's hot and shit, so it's kind of. So with that said, we out.
The middle finger. I got to check you sometimes, Steve.